Hello everyone, welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to do another daily today, why not? They've been fun, and today's looks more fun than yesterday's. Playing Defect sealed with purple cards. And the downside is an upside. Are you kidding? I can't believe they would characterize this one as red. Resting heals 100% of your HP, but you lose 5 max HP. Who cares? The rest site's like 0 times a game on this difficulty. And if I do need to rest at one, I'll be friggin' thrilled that it restores all my HP. Who cares about the 5 max HP I lose? Anyway, and sealed is pretty good too, and purple cards are busted. So, although, I mean, not as good for Defect, I guess, because of orbs. Wrath is no good for orbs, but still, should be good. Maybe it's, I mean, I don't know, Plasma is probably pretty good for purple cards. We'll see. Anyway, let's get going. Sealed. We'll take some time at the beginning here, of course, to work things out. Choose exactly 10 cards. Okay, I couldn't remember how that worked. Well, I see 2 ball lightnings. That's a pretty good start. Do I want Battle Him? Like, maybe? Probably floor 0 genetic algorithm is good. I don't know if it's necessarily good enough to actually take, because it's a bit slow, but probably. I don't know, I mean, cool-headed is good. If we're taking all these orb cards just at the beginning, we could go with a barrage. How many... I wish it would tell me how many more cards to add. 1, 2, 3, 4 is how many I've picked so far. So I need 6 more. I have 0 blocks and 4 attacks. Well, okay, that's... Sorry, 3 attacks and 1, like, kind of draw / slightly block. I mean, leap is probably fine. We'll probably... Oh, that's right. This is even a block too. So, all right, the deck is fairly balanced. We have only ball lightnings for attack. This is probably a pretty good one. It draws and you know it attacks and should draw 2 most of the time. I feel like starting with follow up is pretty good. Energy is important in the early game. I don't know. On the other hand, like, we're going to absolutely demolish the early game, so maybe we should be drafting for late game. Speaking of which, how are we doing for elites? We can only get 2. And I guess we want to do it on the right side, probably? So we get a shop and a fire. Whereas if we go left side to pick up 2 elites, we get a fire... and optionally a shop. I guess that's even better. Okay, so we go left side through here. I don't know, I guess, like, on a daily, there is a reward for doing many question marks. You get, like, Mystery Machine if you do enough of them. But I haven't done that. I haven't managed that on the last 2 when I've been pathing through question marks as much as I can. So maybe I should be pathing through fights and just rack up 10 points for each of them. So we have 2 attacks. Let's make it 3, 4. Oh, there's a second barrage. Interesting. And a concentrate is probably fine. We're taking a lot of of 0 cost stuff / I don't know, follow up, which is sort of 0 cost. So what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 4 more. Some block would probably be a good idea. I so far only have cool-headed and genetic algorithm. I think I'd rather have third eye than leap. Eight. So now I'm at 1, 2, 3. I need one more card. 4. Is this 4 attacks? Is that all? 1, 2, 3, 4. It is. Okay. Give me one more barrage then, and I think we'll head out. We don't have a lot of block early, I guess. Well, that's not true. I have a third eye. I guess that's my only block. Genetic algorithm and cool-headed, but they're pretty small blocks. Let's just take another third eye. Sure. Hello? Am I not at 10? I thought I was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I get another attack. Great. Well, I have a lot of draw. A lot of draw, right? If you count the third eye as basically being draw because you get to skip the cards you don't want. And cool-headed is some draw. So I think rather than taking... Oh, who's the boss? I mean, you know, Bowling Bash could be a thing. I guess over another barrage, I'll try that. Sure. Alright, there's the deck. 5, 6 attacks. And some blocks. Sure. On the other hand, I also don't want to go... I don't know, question marks are what are going to heal me, because I'm not going to stop at fires. Alright, we should be able to slaughter this guy, right? It's only 16 health. 7, 7, and 7. Don't really want Flurry of Blows. Don't have any stance shifting. Skim, no, I have plenty of block. Just Lucky? I have like a... I only ended up actually taking one thing that's basically 0 cost, which is this. Just Lucky could be fine, like in that I can squeeze it in on a lot of turns. It'll get worse as the game goes on, but... Yeah, I guess I don't know. Just Lucky is usually bad eventually, and I don't need help right now. Right? I don't want any of these? Yeah. I mean, we're not going shopping for a million years. But we're probably going to accumulate a bunch of potions as well. Just give me 2. Ugh. The fear potion could be pretty good, I guess. Huh. Just how greedy are we? I guess I should have no trouble blocking this guy next turn, so sure. We should be able to finish this while taking no damage and still kill this guy off. Third Eye, Barrage, follow-up, Cool-Headed? Cool-Headed, Barrage does more damage, then follow-up, then Third Eye. I don't get to filter what I'm drawing here, but I don't really need to. Also, I guess Bowling Bash is lethal and I don't need the third eye at all. So much for blocking, huh? Loop is a good idea. kind of hinders us for now, probably. But it should be exciting in the late game, and we're doing fine in the early game. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know, I like question marks. It turns out there's an enemy at it anyway, so it doesn't much matter. Okay. I think we just go in with another ball lightning rather than a loop. Maybe I could have considered vulnerable on this guy. Will that have killed him? I did 21. So I guess 3 7s would have added 3 more each, so it would have been 39. So no, it wouldn't have killed him. Alright, our first damage, very sad. So much for the perfect, huh? Of the entire run. Protect is great. Evaluate also fine. Don't much need streamline. Give me the protect. Yes. Excuse me, I misspoke. It's a protect plus. We'll just upgrade this. We should be okay aiming for long-term stuff instead of short-term, as previously mentioned. Sure. So this guy splits at 33, which means if I do any damage to him, he should split, right? I guess that's fine. We can just arrange for that to be good. Oh, nice follow-up. This will do 7 plus sort of 8 is 15. This does 12. There we go. Yeah, I guess it's a good split when you get him down to 1. Glacier, also gross. Actually, these cards are all gross. I don't know if we need Glacier specifically when we already have Protect, but I like the idea of this, like, you know, one of Defect's stronger things to do is just get a bunch of Frost Orbs. It's harder when your card pool is polluted with purple cards, I guess, but it still seems worth aiming for. Scry and then play these two, I think? Actually, I can hang on to the genetic algorithm. It should be actually useful in this fight. So maybe I should loop and Glacier? Yeah. It might be nice to scry, but honestly, all these cards are fine. Alright, this looks like the turn to attack. And look at that, we even lined up our Frost Orb for when he starts attacking. Amazing. Oh, maybe we could have thrown the Fear Potion. That would have been probably a good idea. Well, this blocks already. So, what does the most damage? I guess Barrage, because I... yeah, because I don't want to Ball Lightning and move the Frost Orb. Order. I should have been more careful because now follow-up isn't lit up like it could have been. I think it's fine. I just won't... I don't know. I could have gotten a free attack, basically. Oh, no, I didn't play any attacks that turn, did I? Yeah, I did. I played Barrage and Protect, but if I played Protect and then Barrage, I would be happier now. So I think we want Glacier, right? And do we also need Third Eye? With Glacier, we're getting 5, 12, and then 2 more blocks is 16. So I think that's enough, right? Ah, if that's true, I should squeeze in an attack with follow-up. Right? This goes off for 5. We have 7. 14. And we still have 2 Frost Orbs left. Yeah, so I can actually just go nuts on this guy. Alright, well I didn't need to use the Vulnerability Potion as it turns out. Singing Bowl. That's a card. Or relic. Colorless Potion is not a potion. It is... Well, I mean, okay. Fairy in a Bottle is great, but like... Do I need it? No. I'm not going to die in a million years in Act 1. I will take Cool-Headed over max HP. Just get me more orbs. I love orbs. Orbs, orbs, orbs. What an amazing word, orbs. Juzu Bracelet? Fine, I guess. Oh, my deck is set up for you, buddy. You are gonna love fighting me. Again, maybe you should use the Fear Potion. This seems like a pretty fair Glacier. I don't know. Right, I want to play this. To get it upgraded, even if it means I don't kill this guy quite as fast. Hey, where are my attacks? Rude. So I can barrage, protect, or does Glacier defend more? Glacier, I'll have 6 here for 13, 7, right, 6 and 13 is 7 plus 5. I'll have 18 if I Glacier, so I take 2 damage. Because he'll go up. Whereas if I retain, I'll have 20. If I protect, I'll have 20 block, and then I can actually attack. Attack last for follow-up reasons. Although I don't think I can. Yeah, I can draw it. Next turn we should just have plenty of attacks and murder this guy. Yes, that is correct. Alright, again, didn't... Oh, I just took Fairy in a Bottle. Alright, get out of here, Fairy in a Bottle. Another loop? Sure. We're just building up the late game deck already. Who needs an early game deck when you have 2 Ball Lightnings on floor 0? I guess we'll just play a bunch of attacks and see what happens. Ah, this is a good bowling bash. And easy lethal. Here I can, I mean, well, no, I don't want to storm, do I? I have 2 powers already, and like, that's cool, but channeling lightning orbs is the kind of thing that gets old fast, if you would rather be defending. Oh, I didn't upgrade genetic algorithm that fight. Whoops. Something to think about. Maybe I could have managed to drag the fight out a bit. Anyway, I think that I don't really want to storm, and I don't really want to evaluate either. Well, I don't know. Insight's a good card. You have to say that about it. I think I'll just take the max HP. Don't really want to go to the shop. Yeah, give me the gold, obviously. This is a fight. Okay. Ah, I can kill this guy with a glacier. That's very nice. Glacier barrage. I mean, genetic algorithm blocks, which is nice. I would prefer to kill this guy, but I'm kind of like not easily able to do that right now. Let's see what this picks up and where the damage from the lightning orb goes. Oh, okay. Well, that's changed things a bit. Order should have had follow-up beyond. Whoops. Anyway, we're through this fight with no problem now. I guess order again. Maybe I should have managed to keep the bowling bash, or to get the bowling bash to be on. I could do some damage to this guy, but not much. I'll just set up the loop. Make sure nothing disastrous can happen to me next turn. Possibly. As long as I channel no orbs, I'm invincible. So let's just not channel any orbs. I guess one of these is fine. And then one of these. Okay, we'll just kill him. Instead of doing the safe thing, we'll do something that's equally safe but faster. Post potion might be nice for that fight, but that fight is over now. I don't really need more of either of these attacks, good as they might be in the current deck, I think. I'll just take the max HP. Oh, that's a nice pickup. If you don't want to attack me, that's fine. I should be careful not to trigger him, of course. He triggers at 35? 34. Which means we can only afford 12 more damage, which means we can't attack another time. So I'll just... Can we channel a Frost Orb? Is that okay? We'd attack for 11... Or the lightning would go off for 3 plus 8 is 11, putting him to 35. That's perfect, I guess? Okay, I'm very frail, but you will not attack again in this combat. Liquid Bronze is a pretty good one, but I guess that's not really the way we're killing it. We have plenty of ways to kill enemies. Maybe I should take it for the birds and throw out the Fear Potion that I keep not using. Turtle could be good eventually, but I'll have chances to pick it up later, I think. I don't really want Collect. I already have good ways to spend my energy. I don't need something to dump it into to get more energy later. I mean, I guess it could be fine, but usually I'd rather just play something that does, like a card that does something now, rather than set up to be able to do a ton of stuff later. Like, okay, say I have like Collect and I need to spend 2 energy to block. I can either play one of my gross attacks, or I can Collect, and then next turn I'll have 2 energy, and I have 5 to spend. But like, I can't always spend 5, so I just don't think that's so great. Is it? Yeah, I probably can spend 5 most of the time. But like, spending it sooner is better than later? Yeah, I'm gonna skip. I think we just upgrade loops. Or cool-headed. Those are the two reasonable options, I think. I like loop. It can serve a defensive or offensive purpose. I guess so can cool-headed. I can't activate follow-up, which is pretty sad. Also, of course, I drew this at the wrong time. I will try to hang on to it to potentially get it for his big attack. I mean, I think there's Third Eye Loop follow-up? Yuck. Fine, I'll take the Protect. Pretty bad draw. Another loop is probably better than a second Ball Lightning. We're not looking likely to split him on the first go, so we just want to set up to have a better... Well, I don't know, maybe we are. Okay, so like, what am I at here in terms of attack or defense? Like, I really would like to avoid taking damage against this guy to get my perfect, right? I think I want at least one cool-headed. Hoping there to draw Kinetic Algorithm, of course. Although, maybe Protect is also better? I'm at 4 block. And I want to play this to get me to 20. I can only take out a quarter of his stuff with... a weak potion. If he were weak, he would lose a quarter of this. Or he would have 3/4 of it, which means he would lose 9. He'd be attacking for 26. Oh, and my cool-headed... Oh, I can't play cool-headed plus Protect. Okay. Right, so Protect only blocks for 20. What if I took a Swift Potion digging for Genetic Algorithm? Would that be good enough? 22. 26. I mean, yes, it would, right? Even if I play this in like... Yeah, let's try to... Well, actually, if Genetic Algorithm is the only card I care about to let me stay at full health, this digs better, right? Like, I don't need to also play a cool-headed. No dice. I'm happy to spend 2 potions on this. Got there. Now he's at 84 and he splits at 70. We're doing 3, so he's at like 81. So this gets him down to 71? That seems pretty okay. Although, if we Glacier, we're gonna split him? I guess the answer to that is then don't Glacier, of course. Ah, hey. Right, I'm not playing the follow-up, I guess. What would a line that included Glacier look like? I would do 8 damage, he would be at 76. And then I would play no other attacks. I think I'd rather play Third Eye, Bowling Bash, Slimed. Yeah. This way I should be able to set up to have several attacks next turn, like so. I may as well draw first. Well, I might not want to play that, actually. I think it'd be nice to play because it triggers... It evokes a lightning orb at a time when he's splitting, so it does extra damage. It might be nice to get rid of the Slimed instead. But it also puts a Frost Orb at the front, which is quite good for me, I think. This isn't a great split, but it's okay. Yeah, the Frost Orb at the front for loop, obviously, is the point. It seems like we're really going to do a good job against this guy. I don't especially want to trigger a... to evoke these both. So let's not. Let's just evoke one of them. There you go. We're doing 6. I'll be at 29. I actually don't think I want a barrage. Just cool-headed me, actually. Get the lightning orb in front. So that next turn loop goes off on lightning. And we get this big attack. Well, why Slimed, right? Let's just kill him. Okay, a perfect. That's what we're looking for on dailies. These are all purple. Huh. And all bad, I think. I mean, Blasphemy Plus, as we saw in the first recent daily, can be very valuable. But a lot of my attacks are not really coming from... A lot of my damage is not coming from attacks. And so tripling it does not really get me 3 turns closer to the end of the fight. It still should be okay, I think. But I don't know if it's what I want to put upgrades into. And if I don't upgrade it, it's probably not that good. Alright, I just want to get like more draw, more powers. I don't know. I guess I don't have any focus yet, so this like Frost Orb thing is looking kind of silly. But I do have 2 loops. Yeah, I think I'll just skip. Give me the max HP. I can't imagine why I would want Condor Blade. Is there some reason I would? I don't think so. Black Star. I think I'll just take Sozu. My potions are not the best right now, but... well... I guess what we really want to do is, like... get perfects on boss fights, and Sozu kind of hampers me in that, because I won't be able to spend, like, 2 potions per boss fight, for example. So I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and just Black Star. We seem pretty strong right now. Track down some elites, beat them up, and take their stuff. There's tons of... oh, there's a 3 elite path through here. It avoids the shop, which is a little scary. Well, not scary, just disappointing, because I have a lot of money. There's a fire right before the 3rd elite, so if things have been going badly, I can heal up. And also, I guess, if things are going badly after 1 elite, I can dodge the 2nd one. Yeah, very good pathing, I think. Not that I made an amazing decision, it's just like this is a friendly act to give you a lot of choices about difficulty scaling. Okay, I hope we kill this guy fast, because we didn't set up any defense. Like, I don't think we're doing 45 damage right now. This is kind of disappointing. My idea here was to scry before playing the cool-headed, so I could guarantee I would draw something that would let me take no damage, if that's what I want to do. The problem is Glacier would do it, but I can't play it now. So just opening with cool-headed would have worked. I can put this on top, obviously, but then I'm spending a whole turn like doing nothing but defending. I guess that's not true. I have these. I have one loop. Alright, fine. Well, I really want this next turn, right? I think I'll just take 1 damage. Keep all these on top? Sure. But I can't play the Glacier, right? I don't need to. Yeah, get out of here, Glacier. We're gonna take 1 damage. It's gonna be fine. This has got to be better than playing a Ball Lightning, right? I think it is. Yeah, so this blocks. And then we have a third eye and one of these guys. Follow up. These cards are fine. Actually, I don't want a 10 damage attack. Get out of here. I guess I did want a 10 damage attack, but it doesn't matter. I have lots of attacks that are better than that. Oh, interesting. Battle Hymn plus? Overclock? I like draw, and I have third eye to like maybe scry through the burns. I don't know if I want Battle Hymn plus. I don't think I want strikes that badly. Smites, I mean. But in fairness, they're just better strikes. Yeah, I think the attacks I have are better than that. This is an attack that draws, but I might want like a non-attack that's free and draws. I think Overclock should be pretty good. Oh wow, how greedy am I? Not very, I think. I could take a potion though. Sure. Paying 12 health for a potion is questionable, but of course I only actually paid 6. The other 6 I took unavoidably. What does it take to defend here? A third eye and 2 cool-headeds? Or a cool-headed and drawing something cool? Let's actually just take... Let's just play both cool-headeds and the third eye, and that'll set up a good hand for next turn. Oh, hello. I guess we're not playing that today. That's a good one. These are good. Okay. Good work, cool-headed. Or third eye. Oh, this still doesn't block for full. I thought it did. I think I'm playing these 4 cards, probably. I guess I could start with this one in that case, and then maybe change my mind depending on what I draw. Yeah, in fact, like a loop would be better than a barrage, right? It's doing 6 damage every turn, whereas this is... Well, actually, it's doing 12 damage now, but also 3 damage per turn because of his plated armor. So that probably does win out in the end. Blocking requires only third eye here, so... let's play it. Honestly, these are all fine. Just want to make sure I have like some block in case. I don't know, I have protect, I guess, so I shouldn't need it, but... I guess I'm not getting much use out of my overclock, am I? But it's kind of there. I don't know. It's a long-term investment. This looks like a glacier turn. And then I guess along with that, a loop plus should be pretty cool. Pass or boot sequence? Boot sequence could be nice against like slavers, for example. Not amazing against Book of Stabbing, but playable. Yeah, I'll take a boot sequence, I think. Ugh, I don't think I need a ritual dagger. I don't know. I probably should take it more often than I do, but I'm just like I don't want to be bothered to work on upgrading it. Well, this fight is not a poster child for boot sequence. I think I will play the loop plus over this though. Yeah, it's like 6 damage every turn instead of 7 right away. And who are we gonna try to kill? The guy in front. Alright, good genetic algorithm. Still don't need the overclock. See, that's the thing. As long as, like, if your hand is so good that you don't need to overclock, how can you be sad that you drew an overclock? That's my opinion. You can, like, feel bad about it if you want, but I don't think it's really that justified. Like, oh no, I drew a curse, but my hand was perfect. Oh, did I order wrong and I messed up follow-up? I guess I did. This is probably a good glacier. Is glacier enough? Do I need to play... Yeah, it would really be an improvement if follow-up were free right now. I guess just Third Eye Protect defends without even needing to kill this guy. I'll take it. I don't know. Maybe it's silly. I want to try to kill some stuff next turn, so get out of here, Third Eye. But yeah, definitely an ordering mistake there. Good. I was hoping we'd have that guy killed so I don't have to worry about him this turn. But it is getting a bit precarious. My goal of never taking any damage. Let's overclock. I could Third Eye first. I don't know that I want to Third Eye though. Like, just playing Protect, Barrage, Follow-Up might be pretty cool. In fact, if I'm doing that, why am I playing Overclock? Just because I might get something even better, right? Or I might get Boot Sequence. Oh, this is a pretty good attack. This is 20 damage. 27, 39. Okay, we take a little damage there, but it's not too bad. I want only attacks, please. Alright, I took 3. I'm pretty confident we're not taking any more. Equilibrium is a great card? It's a big block that lets you hang on to your stuff. Yeah. Alright, potions are very justified here. This does 30 damage, which is pretty cool. I can just play my hand, actually. So let's start with Third Eye. That seems like a fine set of cards to draw. And I don't need to boot Sequence, and I don't think I want to remove it from my deck, so... Gotta play the follow-up first, not the loop. I should have played loop, then attack, then follow-up. It doesn't matter because I'm not drawing follow-up anytime soon. But it's a good habit to be in. I think we try to kill this guy, right? Like... Leaving him alive seems kind of silly. I mean, obviously we can't completely kill him, but... I don't think we're just going to focus down the Gremlin Leader or anything. It's obviously got a lot of health still. Okay. So... He's attacking for 7? Oh, he got strength. It's so rarely that I see the Gremlin Leader give them strength and then they're still alive to use it. And we will just have to ensure that this guy isn't either. With, like, I don't know, this. No, I really want to make sure I actually... I want to make sure I get a perfect here. I guess... Ball Lightning... I mean, I could Barrage to guarantee this guy dies, but I'm a little scared I'm going to start taking damage from the boss if I do that. Or from the actual elite. So I'm going to go ahead and risk the 75% here to get a loop plus into play. Alright. As long as you want to keep not attacking me, we can be friends. Cool-headed first, sure. Because we seem to be playing cool-headed Third Eye Ball Lightning unless I draw something relevant here. I think I'll hang on to this. The fight's not going to be over so fast that I need to rush it out. Actually, I could just play cool-headed. And now I have a lot of block for when this guy finally decides to attack. Yikes! Well, so much for my perfect, I have to say. I think the best we can do is kill this guy and just get some block out there, right? That doesn't even kill him because I'm weak. Yikes. Well, I mean, I guess that's what happens if you never attack the elite. He eventually attacks you a lot. I mean, I think Glacier Ball Lightning is a lot of defense. What if I made this guy vulnerable? Then this would be 9 per enemy, and I would just kill him. I think that's that's fine, just so I'm not weak anymore, and I save the 7 damage. Order, by the way, was wrong because of cool follow-up. Hope I draw that genetic algorithm again by the end. Okay, at this point, I think it might be reasonable to focus the elite down. Right, we have like 7, 37, 49 damage. And also whatever overclock draws. Yeah. Alright, let's go for that. Oh, you defended the elite? That's... Oh my god, I'm getting slaughtered. Oh wait, no I'm not. That's a good card. I mean, I'm still being attacked for like 52, which is a lot, but like Glacier just does it. Cool-headed here is kind of a good start. Might as well overclock. I can afford to have drawn a burn. Fine, I didn't. Alright, so we're taking... We took 12 damage this combat. That's not horrible. I would have preferred a perfect, obviously. Kunai and Art of War. Okay, those are both great. This is all not so great? Yeah. Oh, Chaos Plus? That could be fairly exciting for just 1 energy? Alright, why not? I am going to go ahead with this elite and maybe just end up resting at this fire. Although I have Lizard Tail, so maybe I won't have to. Just play all the attacks. Oh, in the other order though, ideally, so that he gets less value out of Malleable. Whoops. $21, huh? Well, no perfects for me, but I don't need them in this fight, obviously. Let's play a bunch of blocks and it lights up Art of War. Glacier is probably okay. Yeah, maybe like that. I would like the Loot Plus out, but I also want to defend more with Equilibrium. I guess we can reasonably just play a bunch of... Well, I don't have one more skill that I want to play. And I don't want to overclock because I'll probably end up just drawing my genetic algorithm at a time when I don't want it. So I can either attack this turn with a kind of crummy attack that actually might... No, I don't want to attack. It might draw me a card I don't want to have right now. So we're just gonna end up playing only... Oops. Spending only 3 energy, but keeping Art of War online. Well, I can scry. But I think those cards are all fine. So my scry choice would be to keep them. Oh, I get to play all this? Oh, my plasma orb. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's all fine. Barrage 9 and 6 is enough, but his malleable means it's not actually. Oh, Glacier does it though. Strongest attack in my deck, Glacier. Duplication Potion is nice. Wallop Plus. It's a pretty strong card, but I don't have any strength to really benefit from it. Or any, like, Wrath. And I have plenty of blocks and plenty of attacks. I don't think I want one that's kind of mediocre at both things. I don't know, maybe I do. I probably do. Alright, well, Boot Sequence is a nice card to have right now. Let's see what I get out of Chaos. No blocks. Okay, see what I draw. Any defends? No. I could duplicate the Boot Sequence. To guarantee I take no damage here. That seems a little bit, like, wrong-headed. I could even duplicate an attack, and then this would block for 11, but it's still not 12. I don't think I'm that likely to get a perfect this combat anyway, so I'm not going to spend a potion on one block. I'll just take my liquid bronze and get some more damage in. Oh, order, by the way. Wrong again. I forgot I still had to play that. Alright, I did draw follow-up, but I drew it with a card that I'm happy to attack with. Now... do I, like... I don't think I'm killing this guy so fast that I need to play Genetic Algorithm right away. Let's just play some good stuff. This is... I don't really want Cool-Headed. Loop and Equilibrium, I think, are both fine. Equilibrium Loop Plus is the play, I think? Doesn't block for as much as Protect, but it's close, and it means I get to keep all this stuff. Now... I'd sort of like a block to go along with Protect that doesn't channel this orb, so that it can grow larger. But I guess that's sort of like not that important. Even if I triple loop Lightning, it does 9, whereas triple looping this does 18, which is nice, but not as good as avoiding taking damage with, like, playing both Glacier and Protect, for example. Okay, phew. We did actually get back down to the genetic algorithm. I was starting to worry that might not happen. Alright, so we took 2 damage that fight? Is that right? No, then I took more damage the next turn. A bit. Not a lot, but some, I think. Okay, these are all fine. Ooh, you're tempting me. Cold Snap Plus is totally fine. Third Eye Plus, though? And Talk to the Hand? I don't know. I don't think I want to play so many attacks. I think a Third Eye Plus is cool, though. Pantograph is nice. Yeah, now I wish I had my Thorns potion back for Mr. Birdman, of course. I think I'll just like Chaos Genetic Algorithm Bowling Bash. It's just like kind of sad that the Bowling Bash isn't. Let's not Chaos. Let's draw. Well, if I get another attack, I can't play it. I can't like play 3 attacks against this. Yeah, I can. Right, because then Boot Sequence would be full blocking, because this guy wouldn't be attacking. No attack. Okay. So maybe we just do this. And we keep Art of War active, which is something. And, like, get this out of my deck, I think? And, like, once he's got his Hex, it's a little sad to draw this, but I guess it's still fine. I'm gonna take that bird. You don't have damage against lightning, do you? I guess we want to play one of the big blocks and this. Like, I don't know. Like, I want to play a block card, one of the 3 of them, and then both of these. Glacier makes this attack for more. Ah, yeah, that's why I want to do it. That way. Because then I get full ball lightning value. I guess I don't need to wallop. I can just play other attacks against him. I think another loop is great. It's it makes me draw, you know, dazed, but that's all right. This full blocks, and then we attack. What's in the box? Plasma and lightning. Okay. Actually, maybe this would have just killed him. I didn't really math it out. So I get to play it next turn anyway. Alright, that fight was no damage, right? I think so. Smoke Bomb is interesting. I don't think I need Fairy in a Bottle. It uses Fairy in a Bottle before Lizard Tail, doesn't it? I assume so. But I've only got 1 elite left in this combat, and then the boss, and... I don't know, what am I going to use Smoke Bomb against? Anything that's so scary I want to run away from, I'll be like, don't worry, I'll just die. That's my plan. So I don't think I want to do that. I don't want any... Oh, Reinforced Body? I'm kind of getting too many large block cards, I think. Let's just skip it all. Well, look at the card. Fasting Plus, probably not very good. Glacier Plus, though. Why am I getting so many upgraded cards? Oh, is there like an Ascension modifier that's like get fewer upgraded cards eventually? I'm just used to that frequency. I feel like we're getting a lot of them in these dailies. Let me just look up the Slay the Spire Ascension levels. If I search for upgraded, yeah, Ascension 12. Upgraded cards appear less often. Are you kidding me? In Act 3 you get 50% upgraded cards on Ascension 0? In Act 2 you get a quarter? That's amazing. I think a Glacier Plus is fine. I know I said we don't want block cards, but this is also orbs. We like orbs. And actually, like, Go for the Eyes Plus is... it conflicts a little bit with Art of War. But I usually have some energy to, like, squeeze it in. Like, I have no trouble spending all my energy. So having, like, a zero-cost card that can do quite a lot, I think is fine. Even if it sometimes sabotages my Art of War. I guess we may as well see what we're drawing off of this. Don't really want to overclock right now. It's not a great start, though. Oh, I do want to overclock. I didn't realize I'd have energy left. Why do I still have energy? Oh, because the attack was free, of course. Alright, so I should have played it in a different order. Well... yeah, I should have played both attacks and then cool-headed. And... no, because then I still wouldn't have ended my turn with attacks having been played most recently. I don't know. There's probably a better order. Wallop's a pretty good card right now, I think. Wallop third eye. Glacier Plus third eye. Glacier Plus Barrage. 12 and 12 would be 24. This 12. And this 12. So I guess it's not going to kill anything. Let's Wallop and Third Eye. I guess whether it's in that order or not doesn't really matter. Well, let's see what we... maybe I should Wallop Glacier, actually, because that way I get Art of War active. Playing all three of these is okay, but I don't really want the Third Eye. I'll find other block cards. Yeah, let's do it this way. Let's see what we draw first. Okay. And then, do I need Protect Plus? I think I do. Yes, clearly. Let's weaken you. You're going to be alive the longest. Pretty nice genetic algorithm. I'm gonna just not play this so I have Art of War next turn. Turn 7 is a good way to finish this guy, I think. Probably should have drawn first, I suppose. I'm already defended, so I should third eye and attack. Get rid of everything that's not attacks or ways to draw attacks. I guess we have lethal even without drawing any cards, maybe? Maybe it's not that good. Okay, no damage. Good, good, good. Conclude plus? Yeah. I don't really need more attacks. Once I have her solid, maybe I wouldn't mind one more. Who's the boss? Champ. Another cool-headed? I'm taking on a lot of, like, junk right now. Ooh. Wave of the Hand in Defect seems pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it's not upgraded, but it's good. This deck is getting unmanageably large thanks to Prayer Wheel and my inability to say no to cards. I don't know, it's not that bad. We're at like 24. That's pretty reasonable, I guess. It was just very thin for a while because of Singing Bowl. Others, I don't know. These are like okay. Conclude solves some problem. Like, my deck is not very good at damaging large numbers of enemies. This will help with that. I'm absolutely not resting or toking here. Just make the other loop a loop plus. Am I that greedy? I don't think we need to wave the hand upgraded at all. It's gonna add so much weak every time I play it. Let's just get more out of cool-headed. Here you go. Oh my god, and I even drew it on turn 1. What a genius. I think I'd rather kill this one if I'm going to kill only one of them. Which it seems I am. I can afford a third eye. Ah. This is why it might have been better. Oh, third eye plus is enough actually to accomplish both goals. Great. This is actually a pretty flexible hand. Like, obviously I don't want all 5 of these cards, but I don't know which of them I'll want, depending on how much they attack me. I might want this, for example. And if I don't, I can just play everything else. I think it's a pretty good 5-card hand. I'll keep it all. Alright, well, we ended up not needing it. Oh, you're still up? You're still up? I miscounted your block somehow. I thought this was killing you. This time I am going to try and push for the perfect. I have a weak and a duplication potion. I don't know. Well, so much for that. Once again. Overclock? See what I get out of Chaos? I don't know. Let's overclock first. I don't think I want to duplicate that. Okay, duplicating Glacier Plus is pretty exciting, I think. And if I wave of the hand first, and that's kind of pretty good, I think. I didn't check actually whether this was enough to not take damage, but it is. Yeah, applying 6 weak to all enemies. Okay, it doesn't do any damage, but still a pretty good thing to have done. I want you to be dead. But I also want you to be dead. Decisions. Let's cool-headed first. Okay. Getting a loot plus in would be really nice. I mean, I don't really need to push to kill you. But I guess, like, what else is this card gonna do, right? Nice scrying, well done. Really glad I invested in that card. Also, order was wrong because of follow-up. So right now, we're blocking for 12. And we're weak. And we're being attacked for 32. I think I may have finally reached my limit here. I don't know. Is Third Eye Protect enough? It's 8 and 17 is 25, plus my 12 is 37. Yeah, we're being attacked for less than that. Next turn I think I want to be attacking, but a cool-headed plus could still be useful. See what we get out of this? Fine. I would like this guy to stop weakening me. Ah, we have extra energy. Let's cool-headed first. Don't really need Wave of the Hand. He's only weak for 3 turns, but I guess I'm like not doing any damage ever. It's kind of a downer. So he might not, like, he might die so slowly that I need another Wave of the Hand, but I don't think so. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much energy. I just noticed this. Well, let's go ahead and draw then. Do I Third Eye first? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here I don't want to draw. I basically just want the cool-headed and the bowling bash. Actually, I don't even want the cool-headed. All it does is like draw through itself. I don't really need to shuffle any of this back in. Maybe the Glacier Plus would be nice. Ah, I'm only drawing 2 cards, so that won't be happening. I'm gonna leave... Well... Yeah, I'm gonna leave this in the deck. And I'm gonna leave this in front. So 4 energy wasted, but I think it was unavoidable. Oh, come on. You can't draw me, my dang... Well, okay. Don't complain yet. This is what we picked up all this draw for, although... I guess, like, it's still not really enough. This deck doesn't quite have enough damage, huh? Well... Can I handle 37 attack? It looks kind of like no. Can I handle 33 attack? I guess we can kill this guy. Right, this is after already playing my third eye, so these are just... Oh, I have decks. These are 18 more. Is 29. And 4 is 33. Oh, so we do get there. Nice. So next turn, what do I want? A conclude is good. I think. Go for the eyes is fine. I guess these are all situational. Depends on what he's attacking with, but I don't think I want a glacier. I don't know. Wallop, glacier, Wallop cool-headed might be a cool way to go. Glacier cool-headed might be cool. I think the one card we don't actually need is... No, go for the eyes will work well with conclude to take out the cleric. I think I'll just keep this all. Oh, I guess if I'm getting two more scries, maybe I could have been a little pickier, but I think the hand is fine. Oh no! My burn! Oh, there goes my perfect. I didn't notice that when I was counting up that this was gonna work. Or it's champion, right? Not perfect, but whatever. I think we just wallop conclude, and that's our entire crummy turn. I guess we can do this at least. And we do get kunai to go off. I mean, like, I can't be that mad about an elite fight where I took 2 damage, but I was so close to taking none. Ceramic fish is fine. Smooth stone, great. Colorless potion, well, I mean, I have space, so sure. Pass? Yeah, definitely pass. This is all terrible. I'm looking at Glacier plus Chaos plus, I think. Probably not in that order. Actually, let's Chaos plus... and then just Equilibrium. This way, these do some damage. Alright, this is a hand. I mean, this is 20 damage. That already kills him. I don't need 20 damage, because I can conclude, I think. So what if I wallop conclude here? That's all the block I need. And so I can get in a loop plus and go for the eyes here. I end up not playing Glacier, which feels bad. Is it all the block I need? I'm vulnerable. I guess it's fine. Just barely. And we get kunai as well. I guess I'll start with this. There's some chance that, like, if I like happen to draw with cool-headed a card that deals more than 7 damage, then I'm kind of, by playing this one first and failing to break a plated armor, I'm losing a little bit of value. But I don't think that's super likely, and this just simplifies my life. So that I'm not required to like play another attack before this later to get more energy. Cool-headed and third eye blocks. These are fine. Weakening him would probably be nice. Can I afford it? Yeah. This is a good turn next hand, obviously. And now I want to make sure I don't draw any of that. There you go. Now he's plenty weak. We don't actually have a way to do a lot of damage right now, but I'll just get that upgraded and equilibrium? I don't need to block, obviously. I guess I should try to do something more aggressive. Do I want the cool-headed? Yeah, I'm gonna have extra energy. This is fine. Okay, we're blocked now, so let's just go in with all the attacks and come out ahead. Ooh, Seek. How can you say no to Seek, right? The rest, not really. Like, we don't need Ball Lightning plus it anymore, I don't think. I've erred maybe a little too much on the side of taking non-damage cards, but I think it's fine. Smith up the loop. Pretty greedy, just like last time I smithed up loop. Equilibrium, the other glacier. Loop is just a nice multi-purpose card. Maybe conclude? No. Obviously the Seek is like a thing you could do. Pick up 2 cards, let you play both loops early, but we're not in a big rush. Let's just get them both out there so we're scaling as much as possible. Okay, get out both loop pluses this early and block is pretty cool. Ah, I have Dex from Smooth Stone. Why was that 11? I was wondering. That's why. It was a pretty good first turn. We got all the scaling out already and blocked and triggered Art of War. Let's play all the attacks. I guess I still have energy left, so I may as well go with this. Well, what order do I want to do this in? I guess I kind of want the Frost Orb in front, so let's play this first. Okay. Drew a nothing card. I'm at 12. Can I come up with 12 more without... Oh, hang on. Well, let's weaken him first, right? He's attacking for 18. Can I come up with 6 more? Yes, by channeling any 2 orbs. Oh, look at this thing getting all charged up. Pretty cool. Is there anything I want to seek? Not really. It's a pretty bad wave of the hand, but I don't have anything better to do I? The one thing I would consider would be like maybe Equilibrium and Pass. Equilibrium Wallop is okay, I guess. And that way I have Wave of the Hand for later when it could be useful. And Seek can target a full deck. Or Equilibrium Pass and I have more energy next turn. Like, if I play the Wallop, it's basically a strike. It does 7 damage and nothing else, and it costs me an energy next turn. I think Equilibrium Pass is the way to go. If you're doing that, should you play Wave of the Hand just to like get some value out of it, even if it's only 1 week? I guess you should. You probably won't have the energy to be excited to play it next turn. Alright. So we have this big Dark Orb. Sadly we have no dual casts. We can't make any, you know, cute plays with it. I drew the Equilibrium again. I have 7 energy to work with because I can channel the Plasma, which I assume I will do. Although maybe not. Maybe just like Third Eye Wallop? And that way I can keep the Plasma Orb around? Right, it's 9 and 9, so I should be able to... Yeah, I like that. Keep this accumulating damage. And keep my Plasma Orb available. On the other hand, this is like... Having just played Equilibrium is the time when you most want a big Plasma Orb to go off. Next turn with just 5 cards, it might not be so hot. I could play Equilibrium now to keep all the stuff in hand, again. And then I wouldn't need to play any more blocks, that might be kind of fun. Yeah, you know what? Let's try to channel just 1 orb. Trigger the Dark Orb, but get the Plasma to go off 3 times, and then 2 more when I evoke it. Oh, you're right, my hand is full. So like that. Pretty sure we want to just play the follow-up without thinking about it? Now I've got a million draw, a million energy. Let's play this first. I guess I'll play the Glacier. We should be evoking a couple of those when we Chaos Plus. What do I want to draw? You know, it might have been good to draw Wave of the Hand first. Yeah, let's do that actually, keeping him weak for a long time. Well, but we're not that far from triggering him to split, and he'll like purge his weak, I think. And I don't know, it's not that great. Yeah. Let's just... There's so many options. Like, okay, if I spend this, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I don't... Even spending like all this stuff, I can like afford the Third Eye to pick out my favorite card from the deck, which is none of these. Okay, another Glacier. Not really useful right now. They were both Frost Orbs. Interesting. Not what I might have hoped for. I could overclock and probably draw some attacks. But maybe just draw Wave of the Hand and not get much value out of it. I think I'm just gonna wallop. And conclude? I mean, like, I guess I can third eye on the way there. Get rid of the Wave of the Hand. I don't know, let's get rid of all these? I don't know what I want, but apparently it's not any of those cards, I don't know why. Good work, Kunai. Pretty crummy compile driver, huh? Well, what can you do? So right now we have 8 and 6 is 14. We need one more block card, which is this. That's all fine. Now's the time to play all the attacks, I think. We'll start with an overclock to find one more attack. I don't know, this deck doesn't have a way to pile on a lot of damage very quickly, which is kind of what you want to do against the champ. I'm a little worried about that. This fight is not going great. He hasn't done much scaling, but neither have I. I don't know. I'm getting more decks, I guess. I wonder if I should just not overclock. Like, this is just an okay hand right now, and I don't need the burn. This splits him, but I'm not gonna pay a burn to my deck to maybe get an attack right now. More Frost Orbs, are you kidding me? Alright, here's the big attack. Wave of the Hand looks like a pretty good card, and so does Glacier Plus. We have a weak potion in hand, though, so maybe it's not so important to use Wave of the Hand to weaken him. Yeah. This way I can Glacier Plus and, like, Third Eye Plus, and that's a lot. Actually, did this just block? 15 and 18 and 8 is 23, and 20, then 10, sorry, is 33. And 4 is 37. It does block. Okay. So I may as well Wave the Hand, I guess, and then I shouldn't have spent the potion. There's Wave of the Hand again. Let's draw first, I think. Actually, I could make an okay turn out of just what's in my hand. Wallop. I don't think I need Wave of the Hand. So Wallop, Third Eye, Conclude, and we're just there. This is all fine. I don't want the Third Eye. He's not going to do his big attack next turn. He does it every 3 turns. Which means this is going to be coming at the wrong time. I don't think I even want it. Yeah, like he's attacking a little, but not enough to worry me. I think I'll just put the Frost Orbs back out there. Yeah, I would have liked my Seek. This is a lot of damage, but maybe we're just fine. Right, like this is... I'm at 8-14. Glacier adds 19 more. Yeah, it's the same situation as before. We're just blocked already. I maybe should have played the Lightning Orb first, actually, so it would be in front. Doesn't this guy have some strength scaling? I thought he did. Oh, he attacked for 36 this time instead of 33, so actually triggering that Frost Orb was important, and I just like am dumb. So, happened across the right play accidentally. Story of my life, huh? Let's put a random orb in front, that should be exciting. It's a Dark Orb, okay. Alright. Maybe this is the time for a Seek. I don't know. I don't need anything in particular at the moment. I just like want more damage and... Oh, I don't have any block. But like Protect Plus just blocks? And Barrage is an okay attack? So I don't know what I'm waiting for. What I'm trying to seek for, that is. Yeah. Only attacking for 26? I hit the 66 Dark Orb. I mean, that seems pretty good, right? This doesn't kill him. Oh, actually it does because I have 9 here. Ta-da! So we took a very small amount of damage there. I forget how much, but it was not 0. Buffer. Or multicast. Multicast. We have had turns occasionally. Like, Chaos lends itself to multicast because you can get a giant plasma orb thing with loot plus, or even if you just get like a giant dark orb, multicasting that is probably even stronger. I think I'll take it as a way to like do a lot of damage quickly in boss fights. And it's like fine in other fights as well, as like a kind of crummy reinforced body maybe. Buffer is cool, don't get me wrong. But I think multicast is more flexible. Huh. Probably I should just take the energy, right? Pyramid is also appealing. With like Art of War. But we have so much draw that I don't think Pyramid's that great an idea. Just give me more energy. And I don't rest at rest sites anyway. On Ascension 0. Alright. Give me these elites. Where are they at? On left side, huh? Well, here's the thing. I want to hit a shop. I have 900 gold. And I can't do that if I'm hitting 2 elites. It's just actually impossible until this shop here. And I guess I want to head for that shop anyway. Okay, I'll just go to that shop and buy everything they have. Starting here is strictly better than here because these two paths are identical and we also have the choice to go somewhere else if we want. I'll just play this now. Just to make sure it gets played before the combat's over. I don't think I'm going to need it for much of anything. Who's the boss, by the way? I didn't notice. Donu and Deka. Can I afford to conclude and still take no damage? You only have 3, so it'll be 22, 25. That's what I'm blocking for. Let's just play this first. Sure. I don't know. Maybe wave the hand was pretty silly. I don't really need to give these guys a bunch of weak very badly, but I guess it's like a nice way to make sure the combat doesn't get out of hand somehow. Not that that seems likely. Those are plasma orbs, alright. We don't have any need to do anything weird this combat. I can just end it however I want, which I guess is like this. Ah, hang on. If I play this twice, I would take damage. Because it does kill him, but it takes multiple attacks to do so. Pass. Tropic Brew is nice. Instead of Colorless Potion, I guess. Ooh, Meditate. Also Recursion? If we do get one of those really gross Dark Orbs, we could try to hang on to it for a bit longer, but since because we do have multicast now, so that is like a thing we might consider, but I think just like adding this to a gigantic deck is not really going to enable us to take advantage of that very often. Most of the time, this will just be a dead card. I guess Meditate is not really as good if you never get a chance to leave Calm. Study Plus. Now that is something I would happily play for 1. You guys aren't even gonna fight, huh? Pretty good hand. I don't know, my deck is full of good cards, so of course I'll think every hand is good, but no, it's like, it's nice and flexible. If we channel all 3 Frost Orbs, we still aren't evoking any of them, and so we're only blocking for 12 plus 6 is 18. These guys are attacking for 28. What could I seek for that would be nice? Bowling Bash would do 30, but that still doesn't kill this guy who's got 40. And I think we said this stuff blocks for 18. They're attacking for 28, so this would take 1 damage to just play those cards. I guess then could we go for the eyes? Yeah. Get that last damage out. Let's third eye first. So maybe I can draw into it without having to seek. I don't think I want the multicast right now. I'm always happy to have Overclock, and I think Study is fine. Oh right, this is a card I'm drawing this turn. I don't really want any of these right now. So I think I'll keep the Overclock on deck so I draw through it. And then I have Study for next turn if that's useful. I'm blocking 27. I thought it was... Oh right, yeah, that's right. We're taking 1 damage. I knew that. Maybe I could have used the block potion to let me... No, not really. I don't know. I need you guys to chill out a bit. I guess I can just play everything here. See what we get out of Chaos before deciding on Third Eye's scrying. Okay. Now let's see what we get out of Third Eye. I don't know. These are free, right? We're blocking for enough. Okay. And boy, this is getting to be a bit slower than it was at the beginning of the game. This deck, because it doesn't do any attacking. Yeah, I never did get any focus. Maybe I should like actually take some attack cards on occasion. Bowling Bash is great. Glacier is fine. This is fine. This is all fine. I'm gonna just knock one of these guys out so that I have a moment where they're not... I don't know. It actually doesn't seem like they're really threatening to do much damage, so I'll just go after a new guy. Order, I guess. Doesn't really matter who I go for the eyes on. Do I need to Glacier? I don't, right? Yeah. So I may as well Insight here to see what else I can draw that's playable. Nothing. I want to play these two anyway. I get cool-headed. I don't know how useful that is. It's actually probably bad. I don't want to draw these right now. Well, drawing Protect, I guess it would be fine, but I don't want them. Okay. They're attacking for a fair bit here. I think this is a fine time to genetic algorithm before I lose my opportunity. But let's Insight first. So I'm getting 8-10 block. Well, it doesn't matter. I definitely want to play this whether I need to or not. And I think we just barrage Wallop, basically? Or no, I don't need the defense, so let's see if I can get a better attack than Wallop. Turns out, no. They both do 12 damage, that's kind of funny. So I guess I'll Third Eye first to improve the next hand. Alright, now we can... Well, it's not super... We can't kill this guy quickly, I guess. We don't need to wave the hand. They're all still very weak. So that's kind of a fun card. What if I just played that? That's strictly worse than playing Ball Lightning, I think. But I could put Ball Lightning, say, over here with the idea that multicast, probably one of them will hit this guy. I don't know, it's only 2. Why multicast just sucks when you don't have a bunch of energy or giant dark orb. Yeah, just draw me real cards. Okay, I didn't actually get any real cards. I didn't really need them either, I guess. Okay, a very slow Darklings fight, but I didn't take any damage, so... I took 1. No? Reach Heaven is not good? Double your energy... I mean, there are situations where it could be useful. Echo Form I will take. This I will skip. Oh, I mean, obviously. Well, what about upgrading all cards, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14... 15, 16, 17? I mean, so it would be 17 cards. Which, I guess it's probably pretty bad with Pantograph. I was thinking I'm not resting anyway. But I think with Pantograph, I should probably... And like, I don't know. The cards that I'm upgrading are the ones that are least important to upgrade because I haven't upgraded them yet. I'll just take a Relic. And by the way, 1 health, not that it matters. It doesn't... You don't get a perfect for killing this guy, I don't think, right? It doesn't matter, he's not really a boss. Sorry to offend you. Oh, okay, we get a Dark Orb in front. Or, sorry, a Lightning Orb. Ugh. I mean... I might have trouble coming up with enough block against this guy, and I don't seem to have any attack. Like, I'll have 6. Actually, I should have no trouble popping him, so let's just get rid of all the blocks. I forgot you don't have to do the damage all on the first on that turn. You can do some ahead of time. Does this do it? 7? Yeah, of course it does. Okay, so we'll play. Over. I mean, no. I'll just study and Ball Lightning and pass. I guess if I'm passing, I may as well play Equilibrium. This is a good wave of the hand that also keeps my Heart of War open. Yeah, we should demolish this guy. He said unconvincingly. I have a block potion if things go bad. We're clearly playing this. I don't actually know how Wallop works with Sharp Hide. I think it comes... Sharp Hide should go after the attack is finished resolving, right? I think so. Let's try it? Yeah. Now we're taking... Sorry, we have 13. So if I play this, I'll take some damage. I don't want to do that. Nope. This is Echo Form. Well, or I could have spent a potion, obviously, to avoid taking the damage, but that would be undesirable. Oh! Echo Form, huh? Okay, well that's fine. Drawing 2 cards is a nice thing to do twice. Where's my Glacier Plus? Here it is. I mean, I guess I could draw a card? I don't really want to. Alright, of these cards, the one I most want to play twice is probably just Wallop. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't mind drawing a ton of cards. Find some better attacks. Oh. I forgot, like, splitting him is a thing that happens. Yeah, Insight is insane. I love Insight. Just double up on Cool-Headed. Keep him weak. Loop. And channel some random orbs. Sure. It's slow going. We're just kind of churning through him. I didn't actually math. It looked like we had plenty of block, but then when he attacked me, it looked like I actually lost all of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Ah! Finally, Echo Form. There you go. That's sort of overdoing it, but at least I can afford to play many attacks. Not worry about taking damage. Oh, I should have done this a while ago, maybe. Multicast the Plasma Orb? I don't have that much to spend energy on right now. I feel like I should wait to make that a play next turn or something with Equilibrium. That's an exciting idea. If I play multicast right now, I think the combat ends. Right? Because I evoke this 9 times, gaining 18 energy. Then I evoke this 18 times, dealing hundreds of damage. Yeah. There you go. I mean, we didn't need the cool multicast against this guy, but that was kind of what I was hoping cool multicasts would do. Okay, I guess I didn't know I was going to have Echo Form, but, you know, if we get lucky with Chaos, we can eventually line up stuff like that. I will actually take a Ball Lightning, maybe a Recycle? Energy is kind of nice to have, and sometimes I end up with bad cards? I don't know. Oh, no Recycle. I just need a little bit more damage, I feel like. This deck does not kill things quickly, and it doesn't have enough focus to justify not killing them forever. I mean, yes, we soloed this boss, but he's no big deal. Or perfected the boss. What's the relic? I already forgot. Helix, right. Yeah, just give me a little more damage. It feels bad, but see what orbs we get? Alright. Alright, well. Exciting turn. At least we get Art of War. Oof. We're being attacked for 32? Well, weakening him is probably worth doing. Now I'm being attacked for 26. I have 15? I need 11 more? Well, Wallop will do it. Being attacked for 22. Let's just play no attacks this turn. It's a thing we do distressingly often. Alright, I guess we're just coming up with tons of block next turn. I think I'll not... Let's... Do I want the Glacier? I don't think I need all of this. Let's get rid of the Glacier. And I'm gonna not Barrage. Just to keep Art of War on. Echo Form, please? Can I block with Echo Form? If I have 14, 18 block, obviously that is not enough. But it's never going to be enough, right? This guy's just gonna keep... Like... I need to do something at some point. I think setting up Echo Form right now is fine. I'll just use my block potion to avoid taking damage. And again, keep Art of War on? No, weakening it is worth something. I guess Loop Plus is how we're eventually chipping him down, huh? Let's just gain a bunch of energy? Okay, now we have enough block. Or we can get to enough block anyway. We can attack for 26, actually. It's still kind of a lot. Now we're at 16. I need 10 more? That's like a third eye and any orb. So let's play this one. 24. We need 26. Okay, and use Echo Form for attacks. There we go. Well, we had to spend a potion to get out of that with no damage, but it's fine. Sands of Time? Is there some excuse to take that? Crush Joints Plus actually is probably pretty good. It's a lot of damage. Overclock Plus isn't too bad. These cards are kind of bad. Scry 3 is pretty cool. Like, I love Cut Through Fate. But I just, like, for some reason don't want it this game. Like, of course you usually don't take attacks that late, but one that draws and scries? Scrying is just so valuable. I don't know. My deck has only good cards. Or what's the meme? My deck has no bad cards. I think is a Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Yeah, I'll just pass on it. And I will take this for the extra damage. Jawworm colony, boo. And you guys are just like starting off very rudely, I have to tell you. Attacking for 38 already. I mean, this is 11. I can seek out a Glacier Plus and play a bunch of these guys. I guess let's start here in that case. Oh, I really want that Loot Plus. But not as badly as I need a Glacier Plus right now. Oh! Or Genetic Algorithm, actually, and then I could play the loop. Okay, you got me. Kind of a sad hand. The glaciers are not needed. I mean, I'm happy enough to get Bowling back, don't get me wrong. Should play it last though, just in case I shuffle somehow and then redraw into my it's never gonna happen. Conclude is great. Equilibrium, this is all great? Yeah, except this. Get out of here. Well, actually, I don't have the energy to play all this anyway, so yeah. I'm only gonna have 4 energy, and I'm gonna want to play like this, 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 and this. So I guess I'll keep a 0 cost. And I think I'll keep the lightning orb in front. I'm not sure that's right. We're doing at least 12 damage next turn with Conclude. I don't know how much these guys block for. Apparently 5. So I can imagine you're at 43. If I do 30 and then 12, that won't kill you, so I should work on you instead. He blocked for 6. Alright, well, the lightning got him anyway. Also, I guess I do have Go for the Eyes. So you're gonna be dead. You guys will be attacking for 26. I have 4. Trying to figure out if I can get away with Equilibrium. I mean, I guess I might as well just play this now and see if it works. Now you're attacking for 22. 4 means I need 18 more. Well, this takes 1 damage. Oh, buffer! I'm so bad. I didn't even realize I had buffer. I don't know that I can afford to play Echo Form, can I? If I want to take 0 damage this turn. I can take 3 damage. I don't think I need Echo Form, really. Let's just, like, kill this guy? Echo Form is not an end unto itself. Just a way to win more combats. If you're already winning, you don't have to play it. Okay, I accept. I mean, I assume, right? Oh, another Genetic Algorithm Plus. Amazing. I think I'll pass on all of this. Bowling Bash is not horrible. Let's take the HP. And we have to take either one of these elites, and does it matter which? I guess I'll go this way. So I get this question mark. Sure. It's a great way to draw Echo Form. Specifically at the beginning of combat. And I will do this to ensure that I take no damage. Or that I don't use up my buffer would maybe be more accurate. Need to remember that I actually have it. So wait a minute, did I handle those jawworms with no damage then because of buffer? I guess maybe I did, because I'm at full health right now. He's attacking for 13. This blocks 8, 10. So if we want to keep buffer, we do have to draw. Oh, it's being doubled. Okay. Forgot that already. Let's get out all the loops, I guess. And then we may as well attack? Is this better than a conclude? I think it is. It's 8 less damage, but it gets a lightning orb out. Oh, this is plus, by the way. It's only 3 less damage, but it gets a lightning orb out. Alright, we have Echo Form. We have Echo Form. We have Echo Form. Study plus twice? Well, study twice, really. I think that's way better than, like, double playing a ball lightning. Just get so much insight. I'm like Einstein up in here. And then... I cut Equilibrium. I think it's fine. Okay, we double this up. Good, good. And then more. Give me insight. Do I want Wave of the Hand? He is about to start doing stuff, but also I'm only going to gain like 1 block this turn. Or gain block once this turn. What else am I doing with the energy though, right? Nothing, that's what. How much dex am I up to? 2. Good to know. Double playing this would be nice, but I should be able to do that later, honestly. This is going to be a long combat. He has hundreds of health and I have no damage. Let's take some draw, I think. Let's double up on Cool-Headed, I don't know. Yeah, Vulnerable is really nice. I'll take 1 insight here. This is 11, this is 11. They're the same. Maybe I could have avoided the insight. I could have saved it, considering that compile driver was gonna draw me enough cards that I wouldn't need to insight. Unlimited insight is bonkers. Although right at the moment, I want to double up something else. 24 is what I'm blocking for. Okay. I want to like play the insight, and I don't know, whatever. We have like unlimited card draw. That's the upshot. 23 and 8 is 31. So this. Ah, wait. I have burns. Oh, also this doesn't actually block. Just keep inciting until you get to a block card. Or this. That should be fine. Right? Yeah. better even, because it means I can play another attack. Double wallop, even at the beginning of the turn, seems pretty cool. Yep, look at that. It was pretty cool. Don't really want to seek for anything. Don't really want to multicast either. I guess I'll just third eye to discard the stuff I don't want, which is what exactly? The other third eye? Sure. Goodbye. It's just double Glacier. Should handle pretty much anything this guy can throw at me. I'm gonna keep Insighting until I draw another attack. Okay, Wave of the Hand is probably good enough. Making sure he stays weak is very nice when he's attacking for gigantic numbers. We could probably justify double playing this now, just like to make it big. But it is pretty important to make sure I get out of this combat with no damage, and right now, like, this is still a good card to keep in my deck. I think I'm just going to double Insight. By the way, we're blocking for what, 31? He's attacking for 37 plus 4 is 41. We need 10 more block? Well, I found it. Do I still have my buffer up, by the way? I do, right? Good. More double wallops? Just what the doctor ordered? We're defended now. We have 2 energy to play on attacks, and 2 energy worth of attacks to play, so I'm in favor. And this is lethal here. Let's Insight to find the genetic algorithm. We can't double play it, but we can single play it at least. Oh, I guess the point is I wanted to channel an orb. Whatever. Okay, there we go. So we got our perfect there. That's something. Don't have any strikes, I don't think. But I'm still taking it, obviously. White Beast statue is cool, I guess. Max HP? Windmill strike? I don't think so. I only want a 2 damage, kind of okay attack. Yeah, just give me the HP. Do I like throw my fairy in a bottle for liquid bronze? I feel like I probably should. When am I ever gonna die? Whereas I might be short of damage. And also with White Beast statue, we're going to have a lot of combats. We're going to have a reason to actually use potions. I mean, I basically never heal, and I don't need colorless cards, so I'm gonna actually pass this up. I think it's generally good to take this because you don't need the HP that much. You can heal it however, and you know, this lets you look at more colorless cards. This increases your odds of find. I guess I do have Singing Bowl, so it's not as bad. But yeah, I don't want any of this. Too vulnerable. I don't know. It's fine, but I think we have enough draw that we can get to Crush Joints pretty often. Molten Egg, okay. Smith, what? The Echo Form, just in case I draw it when I can't play it? That's the sort of thing I could totally see myself accidentally doing in an important fight. And it's really useful to keep around. Yeah, it's pretty lame. But I don't trust myself to like find lines that involve never missing the chance to play this. This way for the last elite. Okay, well, the upgrade didn't help this combat. Are there any elites who you really want thorns against? Who are the elites in this act? Reptomancer, Thorns is meh. Pretty bad. The Intangible guy, Thorns are not that great. Who's the other one? In every act, I can only come up with like 2 of the elites. Okay, it's in Act 1. I can remember them all pretty easily. Why can't I think of who the last elite is? Who did we just fight? Giant Head. Right. Giant Head, and it won't be Giant Head. So this is either Reptomancer or... what's his name? The Intangible Man. The Silent, right? Or it's not... It's clearly like... it looks exactly like the Silent, the character. I don't remember if it's called something else. So I don't think I especially need Thorns for any of those, and I might as well get some value out of this now. Double playing this is as good as anything else, I think. I don't know, I could try a double, like... Wallop? And then single play this, and that way I get a little more damage this combat done? I don't think I need that. Well, there. Oh no, I should have played this way. It's the same damage, but I would get to play third eye as well. Oh yeah, I forgot Echo Form again. I'm really bad at this game, guys. I'd love to weaken you all. And then I think I still need to protect. I think I'm actually still taking damage. Maybe not by weakening this guy, I don't know. 17. Oh, it doesn't matter. This isn't an elite fight. I can afford a little damage. Ah, but I don't take any. I thought this guy's damage had already reflected the weak because I had weakened him, but it was cancelled by artifact. The wave of the hand made him actually weak, and so we avoided the damage. Very cute. Let's double up the double loop. I can afford to attack this guy how many times? 1? So we put the ball lightning here. Actually, I guess I'm at 21 now. I could have afforded to attack him. It's fine. I don't mind attacking the other one either. Double up the defrag. And then... oh, we're almost defended already. Let's just play good cards. I should have played anything but a power last, I guess, because of crushed joints. But I can always just... well, I don't know. It would have been nice to double up on a crushed joints that applies vulnerable. But actually, like a bowling bash double just kills him. And after that, anything wins, right? Strength potion is nice. Don't want this stuff. Don't... well, another Protect Plus is nice to have. Yeah, I'll take it. And upgrade the other Glacier. It's Rectomancer. Okay, we can easily justify using all the potions here. It's really nice to have Bowling Bash Plus already in hand. I guess I can overclock because I can't spend my energy on stuff that matters. That's those guys taken care of. Oh, I guess I could use the strength potion. He's not taken care of, by the way? Definitely should use the strength potion? I don't know, I thought that was gonna kill him. That's embarrassing. It's like very bad? Alright, I mean, I might just blow through all the potions here now, right? Strength. Weak. Now what? I mean, like, attacking this guy is really important, clearly. Ugh. If I had just killed this guy last turn, I could easily block everything. Let's see what's in the box. That is a very good card when it costs 0. What are we double playing here? Genetic Algorithm would be interesting. It would definitely let me play Echo Form and Loop, which is kind of what I want to do. I mean, we could just channel an orb, but no, this is better. I killed that guy anyway, just by luck. So with Echo Form, I think we want to double up on Glacier Plus. Actually, I have enough energy that I could double up on Ball Lightning, maybe. Well, 24, 37. Yeah, I can't actually survive all this damage if I don't kill this guy. Let's go with this. And then what? I guess I'll just use up my buffer charge here. Give me another attack. Maybe Conclude is what I want. Guarantees killing this guy. While still doing something useful to the other one. Sure. Wait. But it's still not free. Oh, right. I'm using the buffer charge. Right, I remember. I guess I should have glaciered first then. Wait, I have how much? Focus, I have 2. So this is 13 and 8? It's 21. 1 off there? Oh well. 1 off is 1 off, I guess. Do we want to double the glacier? I think just 1 is plenty. So let's double this up. Alright, it only took 4 potions, but I think I may be getting out of the Reptomancer fight alive. Not alive, but at full health, which was the goal. Sure. Dreamcatcher is no good. I literally can't rest. Healing for potions is nice with White Beast statue, and all of this is bad? Consecrate isn't too bad. I often draw a lot and could play an attack for free, but sometimes I don't want to, and I would prefer not to draw it in those cases. I think we just auto-buy all the relics, no matter what they are. As it turns out, they're all fine and good. Right, I mean, we have 1100 gold. Even spending 600 of it here, like, I can buy whatever I want. I should have paid attention to what was available at the shop to see if I want any of these. Bullseye is kind of funny. I think it's bad, though. Establishment. There are cards I'm retaining. I guess like Protect would be the one? I have 2 of those, right? Making those cost 0 is pretty exciting. So that's a possibility. This is junk and I don't want it. This is junk and I don't want it. Probably want the Scrawl. It's just generally a great card. I have a fair amount of draw eventually, but not always at the time that I want it. I think I'll just, yeah, I'll take a scrawl. It's fine. And I don't think I want any of these. Well, I could take this to combo with Establishment, I guess. It's not even really that good. Establishment, I could smith the Establishment now. Make sure I get it in my first hand so I can start upgrading those protects, but I don't really see that as so great. I mean, what else would I do though? Upgrade the Seek? Doesn't seem great either. Let's just hit Equilibrium. I like playing that card. Could be the Scrawl. Could be the Scrawl. Yeah, you know, by the time the combat gets late, we're doing pretty well. Maybe like having a free Scrawl kind of early might be just what we need to scrape by with no damage. I don't think we're getting a perfect here. Regardless, I'll just take the Equilibrium. May as well throw this Explosive Potion now? I guess not true. In principle, there might be cases where I want to use it to use up enemy block, for example, for Wallop. We do take the Dex Potion, though. Nope! Maybe could have waited. Trigger, Toy Ornithopter. Those are both Plasma Orbs? That's exciting. Well, yeah, we're not getting a perfect. Well, okay, I mean, with Buffer we might still, now that I think of it. It doesn't seem very likely, but it's possible. I have some possibility of drawing. With Gambler's Brew. I don't really want to do that though. I don't think I can get him to be weak either. Right, I just basically play all of my cards and then take some damage. Oh, I guess I can just play this first. Sure. Alright. Well, no perfects today. Although, that emotion chip does a lot. Yeah, I like no longer have to look at the cards I'm playing already. At least not on that turn. This turn. I'm not, like, I could try to optimize more by, like, maybe getting to double play my powers someday, but I think it's more important to just, like, get them played than it is to wait forever to maybe double play them. Double Glacier is pretty cool, I think. Maybe double Equilibrium is better, actually. Fine. I don't know. Sure. It all seems fine. Because double Equilibrium lets you keep your whole hand for 2 turns. Oh, right! And it counts as retaining now. So that actually is insane with Glacier? Not Glacier. Establishment? Let's double up the insight. Bowling Bash, Wallop, blocks. Barely. Yeah, retaining your whole hand with Establishment is pretty cool. Of course, I spent most of the hand. We're at 1620. You're dying for almost 40, but I think a single Glacier is still good enough, so I should double something else. I don't have any cards in my hand? They're all just awful? Okay, I guess I'll just double the Glacier. Well, I could double a third eye, and then I can actually guarantee I get to something good. What? Oh, my deck is empty. That's cool. Good work. Oh, that was free. That was a free card. Didn't even cost anything. I forgot already. Let's see what else we can come up with. Nothing, basically? There are some cards. Double a Cool-Headed. Wave of the hand, play some blocks. Fine. Yeah, I just needed 3 turns to get going, not 2. So I get hit on my second turn. Oh well. Double the Equilibrium again? It's still highly insane to ever do that. I guess, actually, instead of Conclude, I should be Crushing his joints. Yeah, we don't do a lot of damage. The fight is going kind of long, but we're sort of unstoppable. You might ask, why did I Insight when I can't play my cards? And the answer is because I still have a stack of Equilibrium and Establishment. So like, give me back my Equilibrium, actually? Just to make it get cheaper? Or maybe I should take an attack that costs 0. Do I have any of those? No, because I never hold on to those. Well, I have... I'd go for the eyes, but... Oh, actually, Barrage would kill this guy, but it doesn't cost 0, so that's not correct. Oh, but Conclude does. Alright, just give me a Wallop, I guess. And now we can gain a bunch of energy, play a bunch of cards. I guess I should have made you vulnerable a while ago. Making you weak doesn't really matter. Just play cards. Could have played Equilibrium. Didn't do it. I don't know. Whatever. This would channel that a few times, but I don't really care about doing that. My hand doesn't do anything. go. Now it does. That establishment was a pretty powerful addition. Obviously we didn't like super need it, I think. Maybe we did, I don't know. I don't know, why play Wave of the Hand? Why not play Wave of the Hand? There you go. Alright, we're finally out of this cursed, like, super long daily where I just, like, super focus hard on stuff even though it doesn't matter. We got a pretty good score. I did perfect the other two bosses. Oh, so I was so close to the triple perfect, huh? That's too bad. Yeah, I guess it was... No, not the other two bosses. Because Champ definitely got a shot in on me. I perfected Slime Boss, and then when I later fought Guardian, I think that counts. I'm not sure. Anyway, all right, let's just look at how people are doing. People should do pretty well with this, I would imagine. I mean, the scores are comparable to before. All right, fair enough. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.